thank you very much for taking time out to do this interview.
Thank you for having me.
Before we start discussing things, Tilly discovered something in my bedroom and wants to share with you all.
Okay, so in the background here we have Jam Master Jav doing his A-levels. This is my sister Ella. This is my sister from another mister, Emma. And this is at the prom when they had the best date going. Woo! And that's how we know each other.
You don't know. You don't know. Today I'm doing arguably a very different type of interview to what I usually do. It isn't about hip-hop, R&B, or poetry. Reality shows are surprisingly on today's agenda. This lady was just a typical 28-year-old barmaid from London, Edmonton until recently appearing on Channel 4's Bear Grylls program. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the one and only, Crazy Tilly and Martin.
Yay! Thanks. That was good.
How are you?
I'm alright. I'm a little bit nervous now. How are you?
Fantastic.
Good.
So let's start off by talking about how you got to be a contestant on the program. Knowing the fact that you were frightened of island life, why did you find Bear Grylls appealing?
I think because when I saw like 1 or 2 episodes, I thought, oh, do you know what, I want to apply for that. And I said it to my mum. My mum was like, oh, you won't last 5 minutes. But I think in life you need to challenge yourself. So I didn't think I'd get picked. There was a lot of people that applied. I didn't think I'd get picked. And when they called me back, I was like, oh my God. And that's when I started to shit myself a little bit. But yeah, I think you got to challenge yourself to know what you're capable of. But it's a scary idea.
We know that you went on a brownies holiday as a child.
Yeah.
From your childhood memories, was there anything that made you feel either anxious or confident about undertaking the Bear Grylls Island experience?
No, to be fair, I was pretty much scared of everything. I thought that I would be alright swimming because I used to do quite a bit of swimming when I was younger. But when I got off the boat and had to swim to the island, I nearly drowned. You're wearing like your big old boots and you think you're kicking out, but you're not, you're just kicking down. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll be good at swimming, but no. And then I didn't swim anymore. But no, I didn't have like a lot of like skills to take with me. Other than like I'm physically strong. But that was it.
Before the program was even broadcasted on Channel 4, there were criticisms or unpleasant remarks about you on social media. How did you overcome this negativity, and what advice would you give others going through the same struggles?
I promised that I wasn't going to swear, so I'm not going to swear. I think I've got my friends and I've got my family, so if I don't know you and you want to sit there and you want to slag me off, crack on, I don't know you. I don't care about your opinion of me. Lions don't lose sleep over the opinion of sheep, whatever it's called. No, I'm not massively bothered, and I think it's edited in such a way that you're putting yourself on a platform already to be judged. If you're going on the telly, people are going to slag you off, they're going to have an opinion of you. But I don't really care. Like, it's nice when you read nice things about yourself, but when you're like reading nasty things, you're just like, ah, whatever. I think people were just a bit offended because I swear quite a lot, but never mind. Bollocks to
Okay, let's focus on your experiences on the island. According to the Sun newspaper, the show broke a new world record for swearing with 95 expletives in 45 minutes. You played a big role in this saga. Despite many people understandably consider swearing as offensive,
Yes.
How difficult was it to control your language under intensifying circumstances?
I swear a lot anyway, but you know when you look back and you're like, oh my God, I swear a lot. But I think if you're in such an extreme place, like, and you don't really know these people the first couple of days, you don't know them at all, so you're just like, oh fuck. You just, I don't know, I can't help it. But I would love somebody like some of these people like to do that and not swear at all. And I think it was just like boring middle-aged women that were just like, oh my God, you're swearing so much. I'm watching this with my kids. Don't watch it with your kids then. Your kids should be in bed at that time. But no, I'm not, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't swear as much now. But a lot of people have said to me since, oh, if my mum sees you, she's going to whinge about your language. Oh, never mind. Sorry. And if old people like see me in the street and they're like, oh, I see you on the show, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry about my language. But yeah, but I did like, it's cool they got a record out of it. I'm pretty pleased with that. It's not a world record. Next time I do a world record, not just the British record.
On the note of intensifying situations, let's now talk about your feud with one of the contestants called Erica. From my understanding, as she is double your age, at first, you thought that she would have handled her emotions better. At the beginning when Erica started to get flustered, you tried to comfort her but she rejected. What have you learned about people from seeing this behavior in stressful situations?
I never go anywhere with the intention of making an enemy. I always go somewhere to make friends. So when I had an argument with her, I said, and I thought to myself, do you know what, she's upset. She's like thousands of miles away from her. And she struggled quite a lot. Like all of us got along really, really well. But she just used to do things. And like, it's like she was like prodding you, waiting for a reaction out of you. So then I give her one, like. But no, I try to apologise, but if I've apologised and you throw it in my face, that's a bit of a kick in the throat. So I was a bit like, nah, you're gone now. So and then she started kicking off again. I thought, no, I'm not having it. And then I just went all that. But they cut that down a lot. Like I went in. Like, I was a bit mean to her. And I felt afterwards, I felt really mean. Because I was like, oh my God, imagine if someone spoke to my mum like that. And I was like, yeah, but my mum's not an idiot. My mum won't behave like that. So, and then they made it seem like I was really upset because I made her upset. But I wasn't upset. Because the one thing I didn't want to do when I was there was lose my temper. And she was pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. And I said to her, and now you made me lose my temper. So then I just went crazy. So, we have to do like a psychological test before we go on there. I just don't know how she got through. She's crazy. The whole time she was there, she's crazy. She's alright. She's a good woman, but she is batshit crazy. Like mad.
We eventually saw a scene of you getting upset and regretting the whole conflict. Has this made you realize that compassion and empathy are really vital to us as human beings?
I like to think I'm quite a compassionate person anyway. Like I wouldn't intentionally upset anyone. That's not in my nature. I think I'm quite a kind person, and like people have said that to me as well. Like I never start an argument or anything like that. And I think you do need to be considerate of other people's feelings. And like she said there, like everyone deals with things in different ways, and they do. But maybe you should have dealt with it in another way. But no, you've got to care for each other, innit? That's the main thing. Especially in situations like that as well, where everything is magnified so much. Like if you're in a tiny bad mood, it's not just a tiny bad mood, it's like a bad mood, and it affects everybody. It's quite extreme.
You successfully brought food back to the camp by slaughtering a turkey, which boosted your self-esteem drastically.
Yeah.
However, as a wildlife enthusiast, I'd like to know, is it difficult to feel remorse for the animals under those circumstances of survival?
I didn't think that I would be able to kill anything. I think in the back of my head, I think I would have liked to, just for the whole experience. And I know that sounds really out of order, like I want to kill something. But when like we done it and I was so hungry and I said to Sarah, I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I could do this. And she was like, but afterwards I was nearly being sick. I feel like it was rough. But then when we like killed it and everything, the turkey's stomach was empty. It had nothing. It was literally skin and bone, and there was hardly any meat on it. It was like a mouthful each. So then I didn't feel that bad because I was like, that's starving anyway. Like, I've done it a favour. But that was hard. Like physically as well. I was there for ages.
No doubt the Bear Grylls experience made you realize that anything is possible in life. In one of the episodes you mentioned that owning a bar is your ultimate dream. May I ask you why, and now that your life-changing experience is over, would you consider to seriously achieve this?
I don't know, it's something I've always wanted to do. I worked in bars and pubs for like 10 years, over 10 years. So I don't want to like look back in 5 years' time and just say, oh, I wasted my 20s being a barmaid. Plus, like, I think if you're working for yourself, you achieve more. And plus, it's the only thing I'm really good at. I'd like to do that. If I'm not doing that in the next like few years, then I'll go into care work and look after elderly people. That's like the two things that I'm good at. and that's it.
Preparing this interview, I stumbled across a forum online where a few of the viewers said that men in camp doubted your hunting skills. What words of motivation would you give to people that are frightened to do the unexpected?
I think that the whole build-up of the show was like, oh, men versus women, men versus women. I don't think really it was like that anyway. I think we worked as a team, like all of us together. But I think if you ever feel like you're doubting yourself, you can do anything. Like, you're an example of that. Do you know what I mean? Like a really fucking good example of it as well. And I think you just like anything you put your mind. My mum always says this: you can do anything you put your mind to. So to apply for a program that 135,000 people applied for and get it and then do it, it's just a bit like, oh, like. And now I've gone back to my normal job and I'm like, actually, I need something a little bit more than this now. So just keep pushing, have a little bit of self-confidence and a little self-belief, and you go a long way in life.
I read online that one of the reasons why you entered the competition was to make your mum proud. Yeah. I'd have to say I could seriously relate to this, as throughout my life many people supported me to achieve. Take your sister Eller for example, who has been there for me since years back. Since I started my motivational talks to young people in schools, I have been craving for her to see me in action, so she can see the person I have become. So my last question for you, Tilly, is how important is support from family and friends shape us as human beings?
I don't think there's anything better than it. I think that is what makes you, you. I think it's a big build-up of it. I remember like when I got off and I spoke to I couldn't wait to see my mum. I couldn't wait. And like when I got home and she said to me like, I'm so proud of you. Oh God, I was like that. I couldn't get over it. And my sister, like you talk about Ella, me and Ella are very open, like we say how we feel. My other sister Abby, she's not, she's like a closed book. And before I left, she was like, oh, well done, I'm proud of you. And I was like, oh. But I think if you've got the support of your family behind you, that is the biggest push that you can have in life. That is like the one thing that keeps you going. For me, anyway.
Well, Tilly, it has been a pleasure to talk to you today.
You too, Jazz. Thank you for having me.
If you want to try a new experience in life, then let someone like Tilly be your inspiration. Stay out of trouble and don't swear. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, stop swearing, Jazz. You've been foul-mouthed all day. He was swearing in another room. Thank you, Jazz.
Wait. Hold it a minute. I thought Bear Grylls, the man himself, was supposed to come and chill with us.
He stood me up.
We expected his company. Ha ha ha.
He stood me up, Jazz. The story of my life. We don't need him. We're better off without him.
Respect.
Respect.
Girl. Interesting. Interview. Seriously. You got me out of my comfort zone. Thank you very much.
You're
Respect.
welcome. See? Everyone can do something new, innit?